Yeah, so what's next is to see if that ECU, the mega screw that I'm putting in, can run the car stock, and that's what I'm going to try. And yeah, so first I have to get the stock ECU out of the car. It is located down there, inside the glove box, underneath the dashboard. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, so we're going to investigate how to take off the ECU. It seems like first I have to take off this cover. So this is the glove box light in there. I don't think I'm disconnecting that. It seems like I'm going to have to unscrew these that are holding it in place. So there's this screw. There's one behind it, and there's a screw right here. The tip of the screwdriver is just yeah, it's broken, so I can loosen it by hand. So it's this one right here. My hand's getting all scratched up. Okay. One screw out. See, one screw out. I'm going to rest it on a magnet. And then the last one. ECU is out. It's off the screws right now. And now, time to unplug it soon. It has 38 pins. I nearly said 83. 38 pins. So I don't know if the aftermarket ECU might fit this bracket, this mounting bracket, but we'll see. Well, they say that the stock ECU, the aftermarket ECU, has a stock tune on it, so it has the same tune that this has to run everything like stock, like normal. So I'm going to try. I hope it starts up. And if it starts up, I mean the car fine already with the new fuel pump, but I know the ECU is working properly. So this is it. It says amp EFI MSPNP2. Going to plug this in, plug the battery back, and then hope that it starts, and then see what goes on. Alright. And by the way, the headers are not on, the exhaust headers are not on the engine. Okay, it's secure in right now. Here it goes. There still. The here goes nothing, and let's hope for something. Going for the first start. Cross your fingers. Wrong key. Proper key. Not sure I did. Not sure what's going on. So you know what? I don't know. I do not know if the old throttle position sensor is not working with it, and it's like, I'm wondering if I have to probably apply throttle to it. So let's see. It runs, so it's not idling properly. I think it's not getting enough air, but that shit is loud. Yeah, let's go again. I think well, not sure, but it's trying to. So I guess now I don't know how the headers and everything going to happen, but right now it'd be a good chance to probably turn that oil filter mount, so to get it probably facing downwards, yeah, or some different angle, or an oil filter relocation kit, and maybe get some, I saw where you could get some banjo bolts for to mount these, to put these lines flatter, and you know, so be more space there. So yeah, all the space showing. Yeah, I think there's a coolant leak somewhere there, but then what's a BMW if it doesn't leak? So I'm trying to take out this throttle body so I could eventually, you know, see what the sensor looks like at the bottom of it. It's all down here, and then yeah, just take it out and then see what it look like. And some other hoses can be blocked off and stuff. I'll research all of that, but for now, just to get the throttle position sensor, the new one, in, and yeah, so that's that. Take out the bottom bolt first. Last nut. We can move this out. Idle control valve right here. So last one out. I already took off the intake boot from much earlier. Now it's out. Now time to disconnect the cables, the throttle and cruise control cable. So it's out. And now the only thing that's left, I think this hose is a, what do you call that? Has a crankcase ventilation. This one, keeping it tight here, and the brake booster lines and stuff. So we have that one out, that old one out, this one out, ICV valve out, and I have to take this one out. that. Look at this old throttle position sensor. This is the adapter that's supposed to hook up to the throttle position sensor right here. This adapter goes to the new version, or the newer version, and you can compare these two. See, this one goes in, this one goes out. I'm going to try use the sensor and try adapt this sensor, this new sensor, to the throttle body with the a 3D printed with a 3D printed adapter. So this essentially would screw onto this, and then we screw it onto the original screw, and then we'll see. But first we have to disassemble this out. I made like a little screw kit. The sensor is supposed to go on it like this. Like so. Alright, I put the screws on the bracket, this 3D printed bracket, and now the bracket is going to go on. We're going to use the old screws that were on the old sensor to screw this bracket in. Still a tight fit again, so we're going to have to get these through the hole first. Putting the bracket on, trying to screw it in now. Secure now. So now the TPS sensor goes on it like this. So to try get it on, I'll have to wiggle the throttle a little bit to get it to slip in, to line up. There you have it. Throttle position sensor in. Not the best tool, but you already know. Second sensor is good. This is going to plug the original connection and convert it to this. So we have it in here like that. Going to be great. Plugs in, and the other one plugs to this. So hopefully for another time. So going to try to upgrade the fuel injectors. So looking at it, it seems like there's 4 screws. I'm missing one. I just broke them off. Going to try take out the screws that hold the fuel rail in, and then disconnect the fuel feed hose yeah, the fuel feed hose, and then pull out the rail like I seen on YouTube, and try sub the injectors and then plug them back in. Yeah, so let's see what's going on with that right now. Trying to take out the screws first, and I probably will put the screws on this magnet. This magnet I have here, just to make sure you know they see. And it really looks like it can move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second one, push the clip and pull. Fingers are frozen. Two injectors disconnected. Might have to use a screwdriver to leverage it. Use it as a lever. And the last one. That's 6. 6 injectors disconnected, and I'm going to try disconnect this fuel rail. Going to try remove the fuel rail, and to remove it I might have to disconnect that fuel line right here. Might have to do that. So if you watch it, these are disconnected. 1, 2, 3, you know, and the rest. But disconnected these. I have to pull this fuel rail out. I'll have to probably disconnect this hose, and then use a pry bar to pry it up, and I might have to take off the cover to get more space to pull it out. So next, let's see. I'm trying to leave the intake on. Trying to leave this on, and this is the throttle body from last night with the already adapted sensor, new sensor on it, old sensor. So let's see what we can do. So I'm going to try to disconnect this hose, and yeah, love the hose. Sometimes. So I got this hose out. Sneak it out this side. Take the clamp off. Now I have to try to pry up the injectors. So but it seems like I would have to take off the hose here also, and take off this line, vacuum line. Yeah. So a really secure connection right there. I hate you hose. Not all the hose, but that's crazy. Yeah, so fuel rail had gasoline. So like
1 hour left to do some of that stuff. Let me know. Yep. Yep. It's out. Yeah. It's out. It's out. It's out. Fuel rail out. Yeah man, big time.